Living Country Girl here, and I'm going to share with you some tips on what we pack before we head to Disneyland. Now, I try to bring as much stuff as possible because obviously the more stuff we bring, the less money we have to spend when we're there, right? So I'm going to show you some of the things that I pre-buy or make before we go. So here we go. All right, so here is some of the stuff that we bring with us. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. But I'm going to go over it a little bit slower and go real quick kind of what we use it for. So first off, these are foods that we will bring in, or leave in our hotel room. We've got the microwave macaroni and cheese singles, which are great if you have a microwave in your room. However, if you don't, something like the instant cup of noodle or this like instant miso soup from Trader Joe's are great options because you can just run hot water through your coffee pot. Obviously, you leave out the coffee and make these kind of things if you don't have a microwave in your room. However, if you do, these are great little snacks for if the kids come back to the hotel and they're hungry, or we come back and we're hungry. It's a great little something to eat to kind of fill you up without having to spend more money. So then we're going on to, of course, Young Living stuff. The Pure Protein Complete shakes are awesome. There's also the Balance Complete and the vanilla. Those are great. I go ahead and put some in the shaker bottle, and you can mix those three, Balance Complete, Pure Protein Complete, and vanilla, Pure Protein Complete. You can actually mix with just water. So those are really nice because I can mix with the bottled water. If you want to do it with milk, there's a Starbucks or some kind of coffee or a restaurant that has milk that I'm sure you could buy some milk from, but it's really great that way. If not, you can see we have the Vanilla Horizon organic milk next to it, and you can always mix one of those in because those don't have to be refrigerated. We can take them with us into the park real easily. So some of the other things that we bring Ningxia Red because we not only take some in the morning, but we like to take some again in the afternoon since we're out and about and exposed to so many more germs. We want to be sure that we are supporting our immune system. Nitro is also great for supporting our immune system as well as giving us that extra energy throughout the day. And we like the Thieves Lozenges because it's another great way to get the thieves in us with supporting our immune system as well as if you get scratchy throat or something. Because, of course, when I'm on rides, I'm going, woohoo, the whole time. So those are great things to have as well. The Thieves Hand Spray is awesome because we use it to spray down our tables before we eat. We use it every time we come off a ride. We spray down our hands. Before they want a snack, we spray it down. This is also great because you can actually spray it in your mouth. So again, if your throat starts to get a little scratchy, you can spray this in your mouth, or let's say you have bad breath, spray some in your mouth. So this is a very versatile spray, and we love having that on hand at all times. This is my purse oil carrying kit that I keep with me all the time in my purse. And I like to, of course, keep these oils with me while we're at Disneyland as well. So I'll go over them really quick. This is just an extra bottle of carrier oil. Should I need to mix any of these more diluted for my kids, then we will do that. These are all pretty much diluted to an adult. So I can always rub some carrier oil on and then, roll these on. These are undiluted. So if I had to apply any of those, I have the carrier oil to do so. So we've got Allergy Trio. We've got RC for congestion. We've got belly oil for all the yucky food thieves. Again, we roll that on us throughout the day to support our immune system. Stress Away because, hey, even though we're on vacation, it can be stressful. Valor because it helps me stay grounded and balanced while I'm on vacation, and these two are used quite often. Breathe Again and Deep Relief for those sore muscles. All right, over here we've got Tea Tree, and we've got Grapefruit, Lemon, and Citrus Fresh, which are great for adding to my water. And then we've got Joy, Lavender, our Swiss Army knife, frankincense, purification, and some lavender chapstick. So those are the oils that I keep with me all the time, and going to Disneyland is no exception. All right, so here we go. We got these organic, Horizon Organics milk. My kids love chocolate milk. This is a great way for them to get their chocolate milk without spending a bunch of money. I go ahead and I buy these ahead of time. My daughter likes vanilla. My son likes chocolate. Being they don't have to be refrigerated, they're really easy to carry along. If you want them chilled, you can just go up to any of those places where they have ice and ask them for a cup of ice and then pour it over it, and you can get it chilled. These next few items are great because all you have to ask for is a cup of hot water. I've only had once where somebody said, what do you need it for? And I've seen moms, making formula with it, whatever. So basically I'm like, I was making tea. I said, I'm making tea and you guys don't carry the tea that I'm making or that I like and that I can have. So that was all. And they were like, oh, okay, just want to make sure. So this is the Candy King green tea. We actually stockpile this. It probably is in Trader Joe's again right now, but we stockpile and buy a bunch of it at the every Christmas because it's my daughter's favorite tea, and it is awesome. It's decaffeinated, and it's just amazing. So we use the green tea a lot. You can get honey from Starbucks or any of those places if you want to. My son loves chocolate milk, like I said, so these are really awesome because, again, ask for hot water. We have our kids' little thermoses, and we just, put those in there with some hot water, shake it, mix it up, add some cold water, and the kids are set, and it doesn't cost us anything other than what we, bought at the store, which I think I bought these for $1, so they were on sale. My daughter also likes spiced cider, so sometimes we'll just do the spiced cider instead of the tea, and we usually get the ones from Trader Joe's that are pre-mixed. It's just the coffee with cream and sugar, because we don't have a Trader Joe's actually close by, and I am out right now. I grabbed these Folgers cappuccino ones, and there's only 4 in a pack, and I'm kind of disappointed like when I think about price-wise because Trader Joe's is a lot better. But we're going to go ahead and try these because we're not big Starbucks fans, and if you're at Disneyland, Starbucks is the only coffee place. They have other coffee, but, fancy coffee place. And if you're at California Adventure, if you've seen my video before, Ghirardelli coffee is the best, so you go to Ghirardelli and get it. But for those days that we don't make it over there, this is a nice alternative. Or if we're in line, we don't want to have to go buy more coffee. It's a great, great, cheap way of doing it. All right, so here's a couple things that my kids only get when we're at Disneyland, and that is this cotton candy. Now, they happen to have a Christmas theme one, which was great. My kids don't get cotton candy, except for we're at Disneyland, and what I do is I usually go to the dollar store and I buy a couple things beforehand, and it's something that we do while we're waiting for a parade or something like that, and as a family, we split this. Rather than those huge bags that they have there that are way overpriced for just a pound of sugar, this is a great option instead. And my kids, they don't complain. They got their cotton candy and they're happy. So the other thing is Pringles. Pringles are great because you can throw them in your bag and they don't get all munched up. So that's another one of those special Disneyland treats that they get and they love. I don't know if you've ever tried these 180 snacks. They are absolutely delicious. These ones are the almond cashew pops with blueberries. We picked these up at Marshall's. That's the only place I've ever seen them. We picked them up one day because we were hungry and they thought they looked really good. But they are amazing, gluten-free, oven-baked, kosher, peanut-free, just amazing snack, and they are pretty filling too. So that's awesome. These are some other things actually we picked up at Marshall's. We got the organic gummy worms, and I liked because they have 100% of your vitamin C. They're made with real fruit juice. So, rather than buying candy and stuff there, my son wanted a gummy worm, so he got those. We got some of the gummy bears, and again, you have 100%, vitamin C, which is great because we want to support our immune system. And then we got the vitamin C pops. These are all by Yummy Earth Organics, and those are great too because not only do they taste good, these ones have 300% of our vitamins. So throughout the day when they ask for snacks, we're going to also be helping support their immune system. Now, they also got a couple more things that are more or less just for trips and stuff for Disneyland, but they had these at the dollar store, and because they were kind of Disney themed, I thought they would be great. These are little chocolate bars, and then they've got some frozen Jelly Belly jelly beans. So they got a couple treats and sweets in there that will satisfy that sweet tooth without spending a bunch of money and still staying reasonably good for them. So we also got some of the dried coconut and mango from Costco. We love those. They're great for snacking on. Again, for myself, if I have a sweet craving, these are fun and good to eat. Obviously, they still have sugar and all of that, but a lot better than some of the other options. So then we got these today. I'd never tried them before. The kids actually ate the peanut butter chocolate chip one, and they said they were good. I just thought they'd be great to have for a snack, and so I grabbed them. We also grabbed a bunch of Cliff Bars for me and my husband for meal alternatives or for snacks that will kind of tie us through. So there we go. We try to eat more stuff like this, and then when we get out of the park and we're not paying park prices, then we we'll grab some other food. But there are some places inside Disneyland where you can actually eat for a family of 4 for a really reasonable price, and I will show you guys some of those tips and tricks when we get back. I'll post a video about that. So now we're done with the food. Let's go into some of our gadgets and gizmos. All right, so what's fun is going to Disneyland if you don't have Mickey or Minnie ears, right? So I went ahead and made these. I did do a video on it, and I haven't posted yet on how I make my ears. But let's say you're not crafty or you don't have the time or whatever it may be. Go ahead and start looking. We picked these up at Hobby Lobby about 4 years ago, and it wasn't until this year I decided to make some new Christmas ones because we really enjoyed these. They came plain, just like this, with the little hat, and I decided to add a bow for my daughter and mine, so, you know, we had boys and girls, but those cost us $3. So keep your eyes open. If you know you're going to have a trip coming up, it's a great idea to start looking and seeing what you can find, or you might see them on Etsy or somewhere else, you know, where there's some great ones. These are also dollar store finds. Being it was Christmas, I thought they were perfect. These little light-up necklaces, as well as these little wands were $1. And they're great because they have different, you know, settings. And if you see these, they have similar ones at Disneyland, and they're going to cost, you know, around $10 or more. So it's a great way for the kids to get those. Glow sticks are always awesome. So we pick up a bunch of glow sticks and, you know, just kind of stuff for the nighttime to have fun with. We also put Christmas lights on our stroller, which is also great for helping find the stroller, but it's also fun for the kids. So this is something else that we make, our autograph books. The autograph books, again, range, you know, anywhere from $15 or more. So I make autograph books, and all I simply did was go to Hobby Lobby and pick up the supplies. I did make a video on that as well that has not been posted, but I will try to get that edited and posted here shortly. But it's a great way for the kids to go up and meet the characters, and they a lot of times spend a lot more time interacting with the characters when they have an autograph book, and even more so it seems to be when it's a homemade one. I've noticed that they'll start talking to them and be like, oh, did you make this, or did your mom make it, or, you know, and they start talking, oh, it's so cute, and looking at it, whereas when it's the autograph books that you get from Disneyland, they've seen those 100 times. So it's really a nice way for them to kind of get a little more interaction with the characters. And then we have pin trading. If you're unfamiliar with pin trading, I really need to do a video on it because it can be a lot of fun. But what you do is you buy a starter kit. Now a starter kit, this is your best way to go about it. You don't have to do it this way, but this is what I'd recommend. You would buy a starter kit. So a starter kit would have something like these ones up here, the Mad Hatter, the bow from Marie, Sleeping Beauty, Maleficent. Those are all things that would come like in a starter kit. They usually have a theme to it. But let's say you're not really into Alice in Wonderland, but you really love, you know, Dopey or something. Well, if you're walking around and you've already bought your starter kit that comes with a lanyard and like 5 or 6 pins, you're walking around, you see a cast member who has a lanyard on with pins, and there's a pin you would like, you can go up to the cast member and you can ask them to trade with you. Now you have to give them one of your pins, and then they will give you the pin that you have. Now 99% of the cast members out there will trade with you, no questions asked. There are certain little rules about, you know, if it's certain colors, you can't, you know, it's only for kids, or you're only allowed to trade 2 a day. Most cast members are really cool and just let you trade and have fun. Sometimes you do get what we call the little pin crazy people that will not let you do that. So this is my personal lanyard that I've been working on for a long time, that I wear pretty much all the time, and then I just have these few up here that I trade with. So it's a great way for the kids to kind of interact. It's a great way to kind of stop and not rush from one thing to the next. It really, our friends were laughing last time because it took us 2 hours to get from California Adventure to Disneyland because we stopped and pin traded and talked to people and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? We're there for a week. We really like to just relax and keep it slow. So I totally understand if you're only there for a couple days, it may not be the best thing, but it is fun while you're waiting for parades and stuff like that. You'll see people walking around too that you can trade with. So there you go. That is our haul that we're going to be taking to Disneyland. And my daughter is going to tell you what her favorites are out of all the stuff that we bring. What's your favorite food and what's your favorite items?
Well, my favorite food here is, well, technically the macaroni is delicious to me.
Again, I think that's because it's a special Disneyland only treat, or if mommy's for some reason sick and cannot cook.
This one is my favorite drink, these ones.
You like the chocolate and vanilla milk?
Yeah, my favorite snack is my frozen jelly beans.
Those again are big special treats.
Favorite item, I like wearing the ears. I like these necklaces. I like the glow sticks. I like the autograph books and pin trading.
So you like all the extras?
Yeah.
All right, guys, there you go. So that is what we pre-pack for our trips to Disneyland, and that helps to make it cost a little less and to make it a little more healthy. I wouldn't say necessarily healthy because there is quite a few sugar in there, but it is a fun way of making Disneyland trips a lot more affordable. So thank you guys for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed evening, and we will see you guys soon and tell you more about what we do for Disneyland tips and tricks. Thanks. Bye.